Before I get started with this video, I came across this comment on a poll that I've recently made from Blazing Bolts, and it gave me an idea of what I could do when I get started on the Patreon. I think that covering old shows and other feds in a watch-along style is a pretty good idea. So as a new channel, for anybody that wants to get started with me from the ground up and building this thing and supporting, I think I'm gonna get started on this a lot sooner than later. But for now, let's lock in. You know what? Some people just have the power to be able to get over on their own with no marketing or no push behind them. Today we got to talk about Iyo Sky. And quite honestly, I think I favor her over Bianca Belair. Before we talk about Iyo Sky, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair was supposed to be up next. Like, her trajectory was going so high. It was like just one of the most incredible things to see, especially if you just watched her journey from NXT and on to the main roster. It seemed as though this woman just could not be touched. Marketing, in-ring work, promo, everything about her, connectivity to the crowd. Bianca Belair had it all. And they brought in someone like Rhea Ripley, who came up to her same level, or they marketed her up to the same level as a Bianca Belair. And then it just hit a wall. And the wall isn't necessarily her fault. See, I'm in the camp of believing that Vince had the right idea when it came to Bianca Belair, especially during Black History Month. But I digress. We're talking about Triple H's booking of Bianca Belair and Iyo Sky here. Well, the lack thereof. Bianca's star power was so high that she felt as though, well, let's not say she felt as though, maybe the E felt as though it would behoove her to give some of that shine to a Jade Cargill. Now, where were they going with the whole Jade Cargill thing with her and the tag team? Were they planning on doing a big match later on down the line? Or was it just something that they could use for Jade to mask her weaknesses until she develops well enough? It could be a number of things, but what we do know is putting Bianca with Jade has not helped Bianca, especially when you have someone like Rhea Ripley, where you continue to see the trajectory of her career going up as like the star and the face and the one at the top of the helm. Bianca is now just there. Granted, she's still over. Granted, she still is connected to the crowd, but it just doesn't seem as though her trajectory is going up. It's actually on a decline when you look at it. Like, let's just think about it. When you see Bianca on the screen now, are you excited to see her, or are you just like, all right, let's just hurry up and get this over with? Me, I'm the, all right, let's just hurry up and get this over with guy. Now, I still am a big fan of Bianca Belair, but it doesn't seem as though she can continue to get herself over when it seems as though they're not trying to push her that way. That's the story with 99.9% of the roster. And typically I would say, you know what? It's not her fault. But then we have someone like Iyo Sky, who almost at times gets no push whatsoever, who almost at times seems as though they just have no plans for her. Yet every time she comes out, she gets a reaction. She connects to the crowd. She always puts on a masterful performance. Even when it's a nothing match, she is a star. And she does it all without speaking English. Wait, let me get this right. Bianca, who was on the road to becoming the top face of the women's division for years to come, can connect with the crowd. One of the best wrestlers in the market. Excellent look, excellent marketability. She can speak the language. She can speak. And yet it's the one who doesn't get the push, the one who doesn't speak the language, that has the results that Bianca should get. What they're doing isn't really that much different. Iyo Sky was put into a tag team or tag team faction as someone that was supposed to be lesser than. She was supposed to be lesser than Asuka. She was supposed to be just a wrestler that had Dakota Kai as the mouthpiece. She was supposed to just be a good hand. She was supposed to be Kairi Sane. Yet somehow she stands out not just above the group, but head and shoulders above everybody in the division. It's times like that when I think about something like this and I say, is it really booking's fault? See, these are listen. I know it's always booking's fault. Trust me, I get it. But sometimes you have to question the wrestler. You have to question what they're putting out because their paths aren't that different. This chick was put into a tag team. The other girl was put into a tag team. They were both supposed to be up at the top. They were both dropped down the card. Yet Iyo shines. Yet we look at WrestleMania and we're thinking, what do they have for Iyo? Are we really thinking, what do they have for Bianca? Just how engaged are we with the Who Killed Jade Cargill saga? Now, granted, that might be for the ladies. That might be for the ladies, and that's cool. And I probably need to dive in on what they're doing, what they're talking about in their views of the whole Bianca and Jade and Naomi thing. I mean, I know I wouldn't be surprised if Bianca did it so that she can turn heel, especially since Montez is turning. Well, he might not be turning, but getting a little more edgier. But somehow, some way, they need to get Bianca away from everybody and back on her own because putting her with people is holding her back. And it's crazy to say that because it sounds like an excuse when you have somebody that can't even speak the language standing out and she has everything against her. There's no plans for Iyo Sky. What plans have they had with her since she had that lackluster title run in the beginning of Damage CTRL, where she barely, if at all, defended the title? Even that horrible reign still didn't hurt her stock. People still want to see her. She's an amazing talent, just like Bianca is. But somewhere along the line, something went wrong here, and something went terribly wrong. When you look at them both and you put them side by side, something went wrong. She can't even speak English, and she's over as hell. How does that happen? I don't know. I can't put my finger on this one. Usually I got answers. Usually I have an opinion. This time I don't. I do want to get back to seeing Bianca, on top. I do want to get back to seeing Bianca at the top of the division where she belongs before it's too late. Before she turns into the person she's standing next to in Naomi. And dear God, we damn sure don't want her to turn into Naomi. But it's looking like that might happen. That's all I got for this video. Short and sweet. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like on it if you did. I would say comment down below. You know what? If you made it this far, say hurry up with the Triple H video down in the comment section below. And again, we are on the road to 500 subscribers by the end of the month. Oh shoot, February is a short month. Yo, we got to get to it. I'll see y'all in the next one. I got to make another video. Peace.